I have a mini experience to share. It just plays off of the other one that I had, where there was that room of all these elites gathering their goodies. I was just going around in the room and opening up some windows for myself because I remember mentioning that there was about 7 windows on the opposing wall from the door. So I was going around and opening those windows, and so far that's been all that I've seen. So
No, that's very good. So you're creating openings for them in 7 windows, like the 7 levels. And so, yeah, it's just like when we first start off doing something with the out of the body idea and all that, we're usually in our house and we usually go out through a door or a window many times. Yeah. The doors are one thing, but the windows, we can see through them. We can see to other worlds. We open the windows and zip, we go out. Yes, we're outside the personal self. So that's what you're doing. You're making that available for them. And as you have these experiences and talk to them, simply let them know that they do not have to be afraid. Okay. Yeah, they're thinking in terms of, what can I get? And, the idea is they don't want others to get it. So they create their armies and all this stuff and agencies because they're afraid. That's why they create all this. But they use the idea that, just like on the side of police cars, to serve and protect. Yeah, the elites, not the people. Yeah, that's the difference. So, they don't have to be afraid anymore because they can become aware and have real guidance. It's that simple.
no, what I wanted to say was in relation to about being drained of energy. I would deal with that really heavy because um, I don't know if I'm a sensitive individual, emotionally, whatever, because of what. Uh, but I would have these certain vulnerabilities with family members that, my father or the father, the sister, the mother, when they would come around, I would feel this almost vampiric effect from them to where they would be pulling all this energy from me, whether it's me agreeing to their projections of me as a little boy or whatever it is. I didn't really get into the literalism of breaking it down. I just could see what was happening. And this went on for a long, long time. I mean, my whole life, but also too, coming into the new presentation, I started to really become aware of it also. And anyways, another little hint or a little forewarning, forward before I share this experience is that I've been doing this for a while. I just never brought it forward because I seen that maybe it's not for everybody. It might just be for myself. But it's interesting that this was brought up today. So I'll share this experience that I have, and that is whenever I look into blank space, like if you're standing in a room and there's a wall opposite of you, in the space between, if I stare with my physical eyes, I'm able to see almost what looks like glitter or like a type of like sparkly kind of something. And it always, to me, when I was little, it looked like glitter and it always looked like it was snowing. And I'd go outside and I'd look at the sky and I could see it was almost like snowing glitter. And I thought, well, maybe that's the chemtrails and certain things like that. But as I would really try to look at it and see it, it almost looked like if you ever seen a video of cells dividing, how they split into two and they kind of rotate and then they'll split into four. It looked like that. And I can see this in blank space. And so I remember I used to try to ask people, well, do you guys see that too? Do you guys see this like glitter in the air? And they're like, no. And I didn't really talk about it too much, but it's everywhere. It's in the house. It's in front of you. It's far away. It's up in the sky, on the ground. It's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. And anyways, long story short, I came across this remote viewer lady or psychic seer lady, and she said that is the ether energy. She was describing what it was like seeing it in the air, and she said that's the ethers. That's the ether energies, you might say. And again, these are neutral. These are neutral. You can apply them however, but I didn't realize that that's what it was. And anyways, this ties into the draining energy thing because again, that's all kind of just in the air. So one time I was in the car with I forget if it was the father or the mother, but they were doing that same kind of little vampiric kind of social game, certain things going on. And all of a sudden, Rebazar came to me and he said, do you remember that glitter, that stuff that you see? Because again, I don't really have a word for it. I just call it, well, there's like snow or like glitter. And it's made of light. It's very interesting. But anyways, he said, bring that when you inhale and you're breathing, you're inhaling that and it goes into your lungs, because your lungs are built in such a way that when they compress the air, it's accelerating them. It's accelerating the air molecules and the atoms faster than the speed of light. So it's smashing all of these things together. You know, we're like a giant computer thing here. And anyway, so you're inhaling this ether energy. So Rebazar was showing me to bring that spark, like kind of funnel all of that into my head and then kind of bring it up through my body. And when I brought it in through my head, I was just seeing it to do it with my awareness. It funneled out through my feet and it circled out around me like a giant toroidal field or like a donut. And when it was circulated like that, I exhaled. And ever since I did that, I did not have that same issue. It has almost reminded me of like, you get a plumber every now and again because sometimes your pipes get backed up in your kitchen, in your bathroom, wherever you're at, and you call in a plumber and he clears the pipes for you and all of a sudden everything's flowing again. Because again, like Duane said, it's a choice to let them drain you. But again, being unaware and agreeing to that is another thing. And so I just wanted to share that experience that, again, this is a little technique. I've done it for a while, but I didn't bring it forward because I wasn't sure if it was for everybody or just for me. But if other people are dealing with this, you know, I at least give them the option for this. So again, just seeing that, even though you may not literally see it, just kind of realize that this isness kind of ether is all. It's everywhere. It's a part of everything in front of us all the time, and it's just there. So you're taking that in all the time, and that clears away a lot of this stuff. And so again, like I said, once I did it one time, I do it occasionally every now and again when I feel something else happening. But ever since then, no, it's actually helped to balance out or diffuse a lot of these situations. So I just wanted to share that.